What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Can they hear us? What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys?
We back, man.
Ball Brothers, man. Tony be so busy, bro. We can't even do this.
No, you ain't gonna pin this on me.
Man, all he do is
here ready.
walk around and go to the gym, do his 3 exercises a day. What are you eating today?
Kev was on tour, shooting episode after episode, also vacationing, traveling with his family.
I didn't vacation.
All in one. It's on Kev, yo. I've been here. I don't do nothing.
What are you eating today? In the from what is it, 2 to 8?
Yeah, I usually eat
go
that
smoothie.
I kick it off with a smoothie now. It was overnight oats, now it's back to smoothies. I get these little protein poppers from Nectar.
What is that?
It's just like a little ball of like oats, peanut butter, peanuts, agave, protein, pea protein. I had 2 of those, and then usually some fruit of some sort. And then I've been doing this meal.
Is with the smoothie?
Nah, like usually I'll go get the smoothies. I'll be like, yeah, and I'll do my little video. And then I'll go get the protein poppers after that.
Is that from another restaurant?
Yeah, it's different. I'll be hopping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got my little routes. And then the fruit is usually like, lately it's been grapes, pineapples. And then I do these meal prep things from Eat Naked LA.
Oh, I like Eat Naked.
Yeah.
I had Eat Naked for a minute.
So I've been having those lately. It's like vegan jambalaya.
So you ain't been cooking?
I ain't cooked in a while.
You ain't been doing the scramble?
Nah.
You ain't been scramble?
I've been cutting back on the tofu, really. Even though one of the meals has tofu in it, it's way less than what normal.
Do. So you ain't been doing Mendocino?
Nah, I ain't been there.
You ain't been to Mendocino?
It's been about 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Oh!
Yeah.
And then so you do 2 Eat Nakeds a day?
Yeah.
So do you have time in between?
Yeah,
You be like, I'm
a
eat
little
at 2, 4, 6, and 8?
I don't be timing it out. I just be eating, and then I usually end it with like a smoothie and some green juice.
And that's
right. I make the smoothie at home on that one, huh?
Right before you turn the clock off?
Yeah.
Well, you have 2 smoothies a day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the one I make at home is like this is protein powder I get that has all natural ingredients. It's like only 5 ingredients in there as opposed to the
simple type.
Yeah. And every ingredient I could recognize on the streets. And then the green juice I get from Nectar or whatever. Since I ain't been having like the salads.
That's funny, Kevin's like, oh yeah, I've heard of those health items. I'm back in. I'm locked in, guys.
Oh, you back in?
I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want you to be mad.
You want me to activate?
I didn't want you to activate, but I'm back locked in, baby.
Are you?
Start the episode. I am.
Until you go out of town again?
Nah, man.
Is the weekends off?
Nah, here's what I've been told myself. First of all, I got to be honest with myself.
Uh-huh.
I said, Kev, listen, man. I said, what, Kev? I said, you can't use touring as an excuse.
Exactly.
If you want to tour.
Right.
Right? Like, okay, you're on tour.
Right.
Cry me a river. Tony been on tour.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, you gotta figure it out. And you in the South. You know, in the South, it'd be like, they'd be like, you type in healthy, it'd be like Jack in the Box. It was like, what? But I was like, Kevin, I'm on tour for 6 months straight, almost. Then we have a few months off. Then we got Ball Brothers for another 2 months. I'm on set. It's like, you can't.
Right.
You can't use that as an excuse.
Right.
Because I will be on tour.
You'll never.
I'll never.
Right.
So the truth of the matter is I had told myself it's not fair, which it's not.
Uh-huh.
And I told myself it's too hard, and it is. But you either do it or you don't.
Right.
And ain't nobody coming for you. Like, I was looking at the hair and I was like, nah, you will not. You will not.
But he got the cheat code.
I don't care.
All right.
I don't care. He did the eating right, though.
He did.
The Ozempic helped, but the eating right, that man, I can attest.
Right.
I was on set with him. He looked over the donuts. No.
I saw that.
I'd never seen him in 3 months. I didn't even see him eat off a full plate.
Yeah.
He was Saucer's McGee.
Uh-huh.
So, but I was really just like, I can't use being on tour and being on set as an excuse.
Right.
It's just not if I want to do it. Like, I was like, Tony sat up there and went out to eat with us for a whole tour and never ate. He sat in the face of food and was like, I'm just hanging. So you just gotta shut the hell up and deal with it, or be big. I can just never fully accept it. I wish I could just be like, bro. I mean, I love my body, my shirt coming off wherever I'm at.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, some shirts fit. I'll be like, I don't feel comfortable all the way.
Because you always be pulling on your shirt.
I know.
You be like,
I just don't feel comfortable all the way.
And then, not only that.
Because, man, but listen, the Churchy, now I ain't going to hold you. While I was shooting Churchy and touring, I was like, I can't do it. I just couldn't. But once Churchy was over, I was like, all right, man, get it together.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd be comparing myself to like Kirk Franklin.
Uh-huh.
But Kirk travels with a nutritionist.
Right.
A chef, not a nutritionist, chef and a trainer.
Yeah.
Like he don't even go to cook. When it's time to eat on tour, his chef is like, okay, here's breakfast. Here's your snack. Here's your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, if I had that, but I'm not gonna pay for that.
Right.
So,
you're not gonna pay for that, huh?
No.
But you paying for everything else?
1,000%. But I've been eating tuna packs. Tone, raw, naked, chunk light in water. Chunk light.
The chunk light?
Chunk light.
You get the albacore or the regular?
Albacore.
Yeah, the albacore is the one.
Straight up
That's
chunk light, no frills.
No seasoning?
Nothing.
Ugh.
And then sometimes I get the lemon herb garlic.
Yeah, man. You can at least get some particles put on there.
But the raw chunk light, I'd be like, whew. Because I saw this video with Roman Reigns, and he was like, he had a half, like a meal prep thing. It was like half chicken, half broccoli. And they were like, how do you do this? He said, man, I just eat it. I don't care. I don't like it. It's not good. I just eat it because I got to eat it. And once you just get over that, then I don't care.
But at least you could at least.
No, I only tried the chunk light albacore with nothing on it just to see, but that tastes like notebook paper.
Now you're a wild bear.
Now I'm
you a wild bear at that point. If you ain't gonna put nothing on it, you just in the wild. Like, you at the waterfall. You know the bears be at the waterfall waiting for the fish to come up. You're like, that's how animals eat.
That's exactly what it be feeling like.
No seasonings.
Man.
Lions in there, they don't be seasoning that meat. What if you saw real lions pull out some seasoning salt like, then the female come up and pour it on the, and then the hyena's like, can we have some? Man, move, get your own seasoning. If I could just.
Oh. My problem is I be locked in or I don't be locked in.
Yeah. But you gotta stay locked in.
I gotta stay locked in.
Because you always be starting.
I be starting.
I'm sick of you starting. You like movies that come up, we see the logo. 20th Century Fox. Let's get it. 20th Century Fox presents. And then it starts over. 20th Century Fox. All right, this movie gonna get going sooner or later. 20th Century Fox presents, then it re-lose. Do.
I'm a DVD loading screen.
When is this movie gonna start and finish? And sometimes we might even get into the movie a little bit. And then right when the next scene, man, come on, man. Can we finish
best
this?
Analogy ever. It's so true.
Sick of
I
it,
be
man.
sick of myself, man. I'll be like, why you can't just do stuff like a little bit? I can't just. It has to be 100% or 0. Mm-hmm. I'm either working out, tuna, rice cakes, walking down the street, making my way downtown, or I'm Chick-fil-A burgers, acai refreshers, Craig's creams, baked potato with brisket. I was ordering baked potato with brisket 3 nights in a row, man.
3 nights in a row?
One time I was like, man, I want to get that baked potato with brisket one more time. It had queso in it, man. This is crazy. I'm eating a whole cornbread from Gus's Barbecue and Grill with jalapeno butter.
What you mean whole?
I ordered the cornbread.
The pan or
The
just
pan.
a square?
I ordered the pan.
Oh.
It's for like 4 people.
Did you finish it?
3/4. I can never finish it all because
that's what's saving
that's
you.
just sacrilege.
That's one thing that's saving you a little bit is that you don't be finishing your food.
I don't finish my food, man.
That's my problem. I finish everything.
Why?
I have to.
You don't have to.
I do.
Let's talk about this. This episode's just going to be like we missed y'all. Sorry, y'all. Tony was in one of them days. Okay? And I haven't seen it yet because I've been on the road, but I bought tickets. I bought 10 tickets.
Zay saw it, so it counts.
They
for
saw
the family.
it. I bought 10 tickets the week of. I helped the box office.
Right.
And I'm trying to go before it leaves theaters. You was in the film.
Yeah.
And you posted this that you on the Rotten Tomatoes, you posted that. What'd you give it? 3.5?
I gave it 3.5.
Out of 5.
I think I would bump it up now because I saw it twice.
How you don't give it 5 out of 5 on the pure strength that you was in it?
Because then I lose the integrity of the movie review.
With who?
The people that watch my movie reviews. Oh, you just gave it a 5 because you was in it. And then who am I at that point? I could just be hired now. And then they lose the integrity of the whole movie review. They just pay and tone off. Now we can't trust nothing he say.
But
So I got to get a real review.
But why did it get 3.5 out of 5?
Because it suffered from the comedy ending a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like part of it was like a dope ending, but part of it I was just like, this is a stretch. I don't want to give nothing away for you.
I haven't seen it. Don't ruin it.
So I was just like, So it was part dope wrap up, dope closure, but part also like this little piece.
And you really was like, it didn't land the ending. So it can't get. So what you bump it up? How'd you bump it up from 3.5 to 4?
Because when you rewatch a movie, you always pick up on stuff you missed the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was picking up on like little jokes here and there, and I was just like, oh, okay, oh, that's right, okay, yeah. Because I didn't read the whole script. Peeps, let's take a break from the show for a second, man. The new year is in full swing, but it's never too late to give your body the care it truly deserves, right? This February, make self-love a priority with iRestore Elite. It's not just another gadget, it's a clinically proven hair regrowth solution designed to help you fight thinning hair and hair loss. With 282 lasers and LEDs working to deliver light therapy to your scalp, it's like a rejuvenating spa treatment for your follicles, giving you a fresh start this season. In a 4-month double-blind clinical study performed by a board-certified dermatologist, 100% of study participants grew more hair with iRestore's laser and LED technology. You can feel confident you're buying a system with proven results. Again, that's 100% of study participants grew more hair with iRestore's laser and LED technology. The iRestore Elite device is the best at-home laser device in the world. It has more lasers, LEDs, and power output than the competition, ensuring you'll see results. It also has more scalp coverage and is surprisingly comfortable. You'll forget you're even wearing it. I'm thinking about getting iRestore for, you know what I'm saying? Maybe my cheered. Maybe my mustache. Maybe my eyebrows, man. Restore them joints. I mean, they'd be growing in, but, it'd be dope to get them restored. You know what I'm saying? Just throw them up in there, throw the LEDs on my cheered. Because I want that cheered. I want that full, robust cheered. So I might have to give it a shot. I might have to read into this and see, like, yo, man, let me get in on that iRestore for my cheered. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Now listen, they offer a 12-month money-back guarantee. You can try it risk-free. If your hair doesn't make a glorious return, you'll get a full refund. No awkward questions, just fabulous hair or your money back. Again, that's a 12-month money-back guarantee, so you can try it risk-free. If your hair doesn't make a glorious return, you'll get a full refund. All right, so give yourself the gift of hair confidence this February. For a limited time only, our listeners get $625 off their iRestore Elite when you use the code BALD at iRestoreLaser.com. Again, that's the code BALD at iRestoreLaser.com. That's $625 off your iRestore Elite at iRestoreLaser.com with the promo code BALD. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Tell them. Make sure you tell them. Hair loss is frustrating, but you don't have to fight it alone thanks to iRestore.
Really?
Yeah. I rarely read the whole script, man. Where my part
What kind of actor are you, man?
Like, if I was in a dramatic piece,
yeah,
then I would read the whole script, but it was just like...
So they sent you the full script and your scenes, and you was just like...
If I'm in there for just a piece, I ain't reading the whole script. If it's just like... You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a movie like Doubt or something.
Yeah.
You know, where Viola Davis had that little one scene.
Yeah.
I would have read that whole script just so I can get the essence of what that mother was going through and what's going on.
So you can
prepare.
But
the comedy is just like...
You was
my type of role. I was just like, well, I can just...
So wait, for Churchy, did you read the whole script or you just read your part?
No, I ain't read the whole script
for Churchy.
No.
You did it?
No.
You just searched for Maverick West?
I was like, Maverick West.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this on the integrity tip. You make a film and you watch it and it ain't 5 out of 5. Would you be like, oh man, my movie's just 3.5?
I can't review it then. Because this is the first movie I reviewed that I'm in.
Okay.
Because I didn't review Outlaw Johnny Black. I didn't get that a review.
Because you're in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in it tough. Because I was in that.
No, you were
substantial.
You were in that movie.
I actually made the plot shift a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was like, no, I'm not.
So your integrity's compromised. You feel like you can't look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, because like I just don't want to be in there. It's a conflict of interest.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I put a movie out. Kev's Adventures of Weight Loss.
One saxophone out of 5 because the movie never finished. The movie just came on. All we saw was the logo and the opening credits, and then it re-looped.
Would you review if you didn't like my movie? If it was a true 1 saxophone out of 5, friends that we are. I mean, it's true. I put my heart and soul into it. I sunk in everything. Zay's in it. Me and Melissa, we bet the house. And I'm like, oh man, what you think? And it's maybe a half a saxophone. Would you rather not review it?
I wouldn't review it.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't give it a review.
You would rather, but where's the integrity on that?
Because I can't lie and be like, yo, this is a good movie, y'all.
Nose starts bleeding.
You got to see this.
Well, why couldn't you just be honest and be like, man, Kev's my boy, but I didn't like it?
Because I don't want to give it the bad press. So I would just hush. So I was just like, I ain't see it. I ain't see it, y'all. So like, because I could just choose not to review.
So that's how you maintain your integrity.
Yeah, because if I see it, I got to give the honest assessment.
But you would tell me?
If you ask me, did you like it? I'd be like, if it's that bad, if it's like a half a saxophone, I got to give you the real. I might not rip you to shreds, but I'll be like, you want my honest opinion?
I remember when I bombed at that Keep Your Distance, and I walked past Tony, he was just like, yeah, man. It happens. It was so wild because all my friends and family were there and just like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
They just wasn't laughing.
It was cold.
Because it was jokes you had been doing.
That's why I was so confused.
It was just like, it's them.
Let me tell you what. We've been talking about that on this tour. It is so wild as a comedian, and I'm so grateful that I started off doing plays. Like, not even my plays. Like, I did theater in college.
Right.
And I did a run for 3 weeks of Macbeth. And we did...
Oh, you was artist now?
I wasn't in there. I was a slave. I literally was a slave. It was a reimagining of Macbeth, set in the Civil War. So I was a slave.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And I got killed by Macbeth, actually.
Did you have lines?
No.
Oh, you just a slave extra?
I had a fight scene.
Watch out, boy. And scene. Thanks, Kev.
I had a fight scene that I still remember the choreography from. I had a stab, and here was my choreography. I had to stand up here, okay? And it was step out with the stab, swipe, okay? He ducks, pull back, stab, he leans, then I go here, and he blocks it, and then he kills me.
Oh.
And then I'm dead.
No line. Did you go yard? Did you get a good...
So when I died, I would like, so I died with my right side to the audience. With my left hand, I would like grab my stomach and pinch and bite my lip so I could feel pain. And I'd be like, ugh. So I had a dying scene, but I didn't get to talk.
Yark.
I was just like, and then I fell. And I grew my hair out a little bit. It was all spiky and dumb. And then I had like an ugly fro. You know, I couldn't grow my hair. So I just looked so stupid.
You look slavey.
I looked slavey. And then the last week, I just cut my hair. They were like, hey, man. I was like, man, I got to go to school still. I'm in class. I gotta look at these people with the face, man. This hair is dumb. I ain't getting paid for this. This hair is dumb. I'm done. They were mad, but I was like, what y'all finna do, man? My hair looks stupid. I'm in college. So... We did like, over maybe 4 weeks plus previews. We did like 25 shows.
And that's a lot.
And I was in there. I just never talked.
Yeah.
Like I ran one time. And I ran back.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't had no talk. But what I noticed is show to show, night to night, the audience would be totally different. Some audiences have great big energy. Yep. Some would laugh at parts that weren't funny, and some would be dead. And the actors are giving you the same.
The same. It's
every performance, giving you the same intensity. Yeah. They never lowered. So it helped me in comedy because even on this tour, like city to city, the energy be so different.
Right.
And some cities have habitually low energy. Every time I go
Put them on blast, Kev.
Miami... Maybe it's me.
I got them this month in February.
I have not had a good show in Miami.
Yeah, Miami energy just
like the energy is always even Vegas. Vegas I've had muted energy. I believe Vegas is because the caliber of show is there. Right. Like, I mean, at one point they had lions eating people.
For sure.
And you just gonna go and talk. Man,
David Copperfield made the whole city
Listen, man, we got the Blue Man Group. We got Magic.
Yeah.
We got Chris
the cream
Brown.
of the crop.
And then you telling jokes, man. Shut up.
You got the best of the best in the world.
Yeah. But those Miami for me and Vegas are two cities where they're not always bad shows.
Yeah.
But energy wise, it's never been at the top. In Louisville, you can attest, always the best. Even we did Real Comedians, we had like 180 people there. It was our top show because the energy was through the roof.
I could have went to the heavens after that show.
Every time we went back, it was through, and they didn't buy a lot of tickets. It was like 200 people, but like
energy be right
as a performer,
every time. Yes.
Outside of the money aspect, I'll take 200 with good energy versus 1,500 of people who just be like, haha.
For sure.
And the thing is, like, we talk about this, you know, we be on tour together, like, how's the audience? You know, they good.
Right.
They're okay. It was a late night crowd. I kind of had to work a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, Melissa brought up a good point, though. She was like,
let's take a break from the show, man. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? That's the question of all questions right now. Why we gotta wait? Why we gotta wait every 2 weeks to get paid? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work up to $100 per day and up to $750 per pay period, right? Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck, all right? Now, like, let's say if you got kids, they got a project due, you got to get them some supplies you didn't factor in, or they going back to school, you need some money then. Car trouble, we already know the car be tripping. Right when you get paid, right when you done spend all your money, the car be like, I need you. And now look at you. Now you're in a bind, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the car's going to car every time because the car don't care about our feelings or when we get paid. So that's when Earnin is a crucial moment. Or it's February, man. You might need that special night out money. So you never know. So make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 4 million customers who say things like, when I think about earning, I think about financial stability, security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. All right. Now, download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Ball Brothers under podcast. When you sign up, it'll really help the show. The Ball Brothers under podcast. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Cash outs are based on your available earnings. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Option to expedite your transfer for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. Now see the cash out user agreement for details. Services not available in all states. Now back to the show.
You know, the audience has no concept of the other shows.
No.
So you be like, show last night was crazy.
Right.
And they'd be like, man, we had a great time. So I never cater to I never be like, y'all ain't got no energy. I actually go harder.
Right.
But when that laughter be holding over in one city, and like this past weekend we did Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Jackson. And Baton Rouge, I made the mistake. I was like, boy, this energy feel right, y'all. Coming in the green room before we went on stage, they was like, ha ha. They was laughing, they just wasn't lingering.
Yeah.
New Orleans, same thing.
Louisiana, huh?
Man, we went to Jackson, Tone.
They was
heroin in my wrist.
See, they made up for it.
Soon as I came out, you can tell.
Yeah.
They whoop, whoop, whoop. They doing double dutch in the audience and stuff. So it was, and you know, sometimes somebody said they had the snow, and it's like, yeah.
Ain't no excuse.
People's be feeling like, man, I had a snow, man, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It could be that, but as a performer, you really got to sometimes know it really isn't you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just ain't a good vibe.
That's what theater helped me out a lot with that too.
Yeah.
Because we would be doing the same thing night after night. Like, they sucked.
The audience sometimes sucks.
We was verbatim, so we know it ain't us.
Verbatim.
Yeah. So that helped me out a lot.
Verbatim. So I sometimes I just be like, whew. And just when I feel like, are you even funny? Because three bad crowd. And then it's even worse at comedy clubs.
Yeah.
Because it's show to show.
Right.
You got a Friday early. Woo! Got off work. It's the weekend.
The next show.
Friday late.
Trash.
Yeah, man. So what's up with you?
And I got to go to sleep on that. I got to look at the ceiling fan on the trash energy. Now I'm in the bed just looking up.
Man. In the bed crying.
Am I funny?
Terrible, man.
Why couldn't it reverse, man? You want to end on the high note. Go to bed on the trash every time.
Man, I could have just.
Yeah. That's good that was the last one.
Oh, it was the best. Because if you end on the bad, you be like, I got to get another one.
Right.
Now you got to go home. You on the plane.
You got to take it all week. And
I just did this joke last night. It was killing.
It was killing.
This Jackson is 2 hours from the last city.
That happened to me with one joke the same night. I did this joke about lanterns at the Ha Ha Cafe. It murdered. Because I had 2 shows in one night. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do my set at the Ha Ha, then I'm going to run over to the Laugh Factory. I did that lantern joke. They was in there dying. I was like, oh. All right, y'all. I ain't even had time to fully dap it up and sit in the victory house. All right, y'all. Then I got in the car. But in my mind, I was like, woo! I got a banger. I'm driving to the factory. Put the police light on the roof. Move. I'm doing the bad boys too. Now show them your badge. I'm driving off. I get to the Laugh Factory. I do that same joke, and I was excited, so I just kicked it off with that joke. That's why I messed up. Lanterns, y'all. They were like, give it up for Tony Baker. Lanterns. I just did this joke and it murdered. They was like, I was like, I thought I had one. I put my lantern on the shelf. I was just like, I put that lantern right on the shelf for years. I was like, man, that joke wasn't what I thought it was. Just from that.
That's so funny. That has happened to me so many times. Man, I had a joke about in Ohio just a month or 2 ago. I had a joke about chitlins that just went. I just did off the cuff.
Yeah.
Chitlins, man, ain't nothing but boo-boo soup. They was dying, Tone. I mean, it ain't nothing but boo-boo soup. Tone, they was
boo soup.
Tony
They
Baker.
dapping it up. Boo boo soup.
Say, y'all talking about I eat pumpkin pie. Not when y'all eat chitlins. They like, what is it, Cap? Ain't nothing but boo-boo soup. Yes, I did. Man, I wrote that down. I said, that
That's
ain't
a
really that
sitcom.
funny to me. I wrote it down. Boy, I tell you, I tried that on Live the Backview Tour. And y'all get mad at me for eating pumpkin pie. Not when you eat chitlins. Ain't nothing but boo-boo soup. We like chitlins. But ain't nothing but boo-boo soup, y'all. We like
They had
chitlins.
the bowl of it in the show. Like,
But it ain't nothing but boo-boo soup, y'all. Nah, man.
just had that on the way over here. I had it in the to-go cup. I put my chitlins in the cup of noodles. And I just drink it on the way. I like to drink the soup on the way. Here down here in the South, we was born in boo-boo soup.
I'm retiring it now, especially now that I said that. It wasn't even a real joke. I just thought it worked. I did it in Baton Rouge. Ain't nothing but boo-boo soup. It ain't actually boo-boo. It's intestines. A lady said that from the audience. It ain't actually boo-boo at all. It's intestines. I was like, well,
boo-boo kind of starts in the intestines, then it comes out as boo-boo, but it be getting worked over in the intestines, ma'am.
I'm talking to her.
Bitch. Huh?
Church.
How about that? You heifer? No, man. No, I know what I meant. Ever since you know it all, ma'am.
You got your degree.
You're right.
Actually, it's intestines. I know
Well,
that.
we know it's intestines, but
I'm like, in the boo-boo travel through there.
Let's take a break from the show real quick. Listen, I'm not a fan for the chaos. I'm not. The chaos just throws me off. I'm not a fan whatsoever, man. Like I like structure. I don't like surprises like that. Maybe like a good surprise, but like a chaotic surprise, I'm out, man. Are you still recovering from the hectic holidays? What you doing, man? How do you find calm in chaos? Life in general can be chaotic, but if you're in charge of order fulfillment for an e-commerce business, you know that it's its own special kind of chaos. But with Shipstation, you can count on your day-to-day remaining calm. Save hours and money every month by shipping from all your stores with one login, automating repetitive tasks, and finding the best rates among all the global carriers. Now you can focus on other parts of your business because you never have to worry about shipping and fulfillment again with Shipstation. Now that's a blessing right there. When you ain't got to worry about the shipping that's going out, when you got the business going, you ain't got to worry about that shipping and the fulfillment. Oh, that's a load off, because we all know that can be very chaotic. The simple act of just mailing a letter sometimes can get chaotic. You got to make sure the address is right. You got to go to the post office. You got to make sure the post office is open. You got to do all these sorts of things like that. So I feel like something like Shipstation, where they take that level of chaos down a notch, give you that internal peace that you need to get your business handled. Oh man, come on, man. That's priceless right there. You never need to upgrade. Shipstation grows with your business no matter how big it gets. Deliver a better customer service experience with industry-leading, scalable features that help ensure accuracy, get shipments out the door faster, and keep customers happy with automated tracking updates with your company's branding. Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce businesses with Shipstation, and 98% of companies that stick with Shipstation for a year become customers for life. All right? Calm the chaos of order fulfillment with the shipping software that delivers. Switch to Shipstation today. Go to shipstation.com and use the code BALD to sign up for your free trial. That's shipstation.com. The code is BALD. Get in on that, man. And now back to the podcast.
nah.
So what's up with tonight? So I'm not saying it no more. I don't know what it was about that first night. It was off the cuff. It's just killed. It has not had. I've tried it in
Boo-boo soup. You had the shirts printed out. Boo-boo soup. Get the merch. You went in there. Boo-boo soup, y'all. Nah, Kev. Actually, it's in the intestines. When you really break it down, we're not out here eating shit, Kev.
It's just like, come
If
on,
that's
man.
what you insinuate, what you think about us in the South?
That's
Kev?
really what it felt like.
We still picking cotton to you? You was a slave in Othello in the Civil War. Now you're better than us. You was holding your boo-boo suit when you got stabbed.
I can't wear the cowboy hat because I get hot and I be laughing.
Oh,
and
you sweating your ass off,
I look like a slave. Well, I got to get that boo-boo soup. Listen, we got chitlins for dinner now. Master said we ain't going to be able to have nothing.
You sit there looking like you Billy the Kid and them on the run.
Y'all come around, sheriff come around these parts, tell them we're not here. You hear me? All right, listen.
But bam.
Now the town's 3 clicks over.
3 clicks.
All right, y'all, this episode's over.
Kev was sweating up a storm in that hat.